Good morning, friends. I'm Mrs. St.Jean, Director of Religious Education from the Church of St. Anne in Avon. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2020, and normally we'd be meeting for our faith formation classes at Avon Middle School, but because of the coronavirus, we are staying home and social distancing. But I wanted to share with you some things that we're doing in my house to help keep Lent going and praying through this season. One of the first things that we have on our kitchen table is a Lent wreath. This is something I started with my family about 12 years ago, and it's very simple. There's a grapevine wreath here. That represents the crown of thorns that Jesus wore after he was arrested by the Roman soldiers. They were taunting him and teasing him, and they placed that crown on his head and called him the King of Jews. There's 3 nails in this wreath. They represent the pain and suffering that Christ endured during his crucifixion. There's also some pieces of silver, plain old nickels, but that represents the bribery money that Judas, Jesus's disciple, received for betraying him to the Roman soldiers. And lastly, the candle. That represents the light that Jesus is, the light of the world who is with us always. Now, during this time, it's really hard to get out and buy craft supplies, so I looked around my house to see how we could make this without having to go shopping. I went out into my backyard and I found some grapevines, some twigs, and I twisted them into a wreath. Very simple. I had a plate left over from Valentine's Day, and I liked the hearts because it reminded me of Jesus's love. And I had an old Christmas candle to place in the middle. Now, you could use some toothpicks to be the nails, or they could be the thorns, or you could, with your parents' help, get some nails, but I ask you to be very careful because these are sharp and pointy. And every night at dinner, we light this candle. My family and I, we hold hands, and we say our prayers. We say grace, we say what we're thankful for, and we remember this time of Lent in preparation for Easter. Now, another fun craft idea I found online at a website called ssww.com/blog/how-to-make-prayer-jars. And again, it's hard to go out shopping during this time, so I went through my recycling bin and I found an old soup can. And I decorated that can with some wrapping paper and a bow. I found a jelly jar with just some extra ribbon I had in my supplies. This is an old spaghetti sauce jar. I had some foamy stickers and some ribbon. And if you don't have jars or cans, or you want to get creative, I found a cardboard box, an old gift box, and I wrapped it in white paper and I colored it. Now, the purpose of the prayer jar is to help you always remember to be prayerful. I took some popsicle sticks and I wrote on them the things that I like to pray for. My friends, our grandparents, my dog Jackson, Pope Francis, our leader, and he's praying very hard for all of us, as well as an end to this terrible virus. My parents, Mom and Dad, and Father McHugh, our leader at St. Anne's. We want to keep him in our prayers too. Popsicle sticks are great. If you have some of the bigger ones, this is a great way to write things to pray about. Who needs prayer today? Is it our nurses and doctors who are helping the sick? Is it our friends and neighbors who are lonely? God moments. I hope all my campers from St. Anne's Vacation Bible Camp remember the fun we have sharing God moments. Those are the times we see Jesus and God in our world, those special moments. And when we share them with others, it's a great way to start talking and forming conversation about all the goodness that God does for us every day. And then the other thing I love is, what are you thankful for? Are you thankful for your good health, for your friends, your family, for the love you share with others? These are just a few ideas. And then if you don't have popsicle sticks, I found some old pipe cleaners. I used some straws. I left these blank because sometimes people pop into your mind, or you see something on TV that gives you a good idea, then you want to pray for that person. You can always add to this jar. The last thing I want to tell you about is this box. You don't have popsicle sticks. I'm sure you have some paper. You can write your prayers on a piece of paper and put them in this box. This one says, help to find a cure for this virus. I have, dear God, pray for all our nurses and doctors. I have, dear God, pray for my teachers. Anything that you want. If you remember, God always knows what's in your heart. So even if you can't find the words, He knows what your thoughts are. I wish you well. I wish you safety. Please know that you're in my prayers, and I'm wishing you lots of love. Please visit stjeanavon.org. That's our website. I'm going to post this video on St. Anne's Facebook page. You can find links there. But I would love it if you would share with me what you are doing this Lent. You can email me. My email address can be found on the website, or you can post it to Facebook. And I hope to hear from you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.